My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine and the most caring doctor in medicine. After more than 30 years at high level in medicine, Dr. B wants to remind all of you to please never ever forget that Dr. B genuinely loves you. Dr. B genuinely cares about you. And I say this from the bottom of my heart. Yesterday, I saw a patient, and I want to tell you about that patient that I saw yesterday and the answer that I gave to that patient. The patient asked me, is there a way, Dr. B, to decrease my risk of prostate cancer? Right now, December 2025, just yesterday, a young patient around mid-50s came to our beautiful cardiovascular clinic to check his heart. Dr. B, an expert in cardiovascular imaging, right? Expert in cardiovascular imaging. During the history taking, before I start examining the heart of the patient, I asked the patient if there's any specific history in his family, right? Very important question to know the patient, to know his history. The patient told me that he's lost his dad a few years ago in his mid-70s. Think about that, mid-70s, of prostate cancer. And the patient asked me, is there any way, Dr. B, that I can decrease my risk of developing in the future prostate cancer? And I answered the patient, the single only scientifically proven method for a man to decrease his risk of prostate cancer, which is castration. Castration means you need to be injected chemicals in your body that will eliminate completely the secretion of testosterone by your balls, by your testes. And I asked the patient, sir, are you willing to do this? Are you willing, sir, to undergo castration at the age of 50, mid-50s? I forgot exactly his age. He was just a few years older than Dr. B. Dr. B right now, December 2025, Dr. B, 50 years young, right? Super healthy in all aspects. The patient mid-50s, and I asked him and I told him after I gave that response, right? Are you, sir, willing to do this in order to decrease your risk for prostate cancer? And he obviously laughed. He said, obviously not. Is there any other ways? And I told him, sir, we have absolutely no scientific proof that any other treatment or remedies or fake stuff will decrease your risk of prostate cancer other than castration, which is usually called chemical castration. Means we don't do like many decades ago, go and surgically remove your balls and replace them with fake testes, right? Prostheses. We don't do that anymore. We give you medications, I don't want to go into the details, that will eliminate, suppress the secretion of testosterone by your testes. And then your risk for prostate cancer in the future will nosedive, will just dive down, right? Obviously, it has been proven scientifically. It is also one of the major treatments of prostate cancer, chemical castration. In addition to surgery, radiation therapy, and blah, 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 medical castration, rarely surgical castration, is a great treatment of prostate cancer. Right? But obviously no man is willing to undergo chemical castration in order to decrease his risk of developing prostate cancer in the future. And I told the patient what I'm telling you right now. Be very careful about the millions of channels, millions of websites run by medical charlatans. I call them medical charlatans. And there are millions of them right here on YouTube and right everywhere on the internet who are going to claim that if you buy their supplement, if you buy their solution, if you buy their freaking beverage, if you do this, if you do that, you will decrease your risk of developing prostate cancer in the future. It is all medical misinformation and disinformation. Do not fall for these quacks, for these medical charlatans that are all over the place. There is absolutely no other scientifically proven real method for you to decrease your risk of developing prostate cancer in the future other than undergoing chemical castration, which obviously I am not willing to do and which obviously you are not willing to do, right? Anything that is not on the National Library of Medicine on PubMed, anything that is not there and that is claimed by these medical charlatans all over the internet, everywhere, they have contaminated the internet, these medical charlatans spreading medical misinformation and disinformation. All these quacks are a cancer, a shame to medicine. They have invaded, they have infected every freaking website on the internet, and they make millions of dollars spreading medical misinformation and medical disinformation with the blessing of the big internet corporations who do not care about your health. Remember that YouTube, Yahoo, Google, Facebook, X, any freaking website, they do not care about you. They care only about their bottom line. Their bottom line is the money, is the mighty dollar. That's what they care about. Do not fall for these quacks. Care about your family, about yourself, by going through the real scientific evidence, the real medicine, by going to website and watching videos that are run by real doctors who care about you, who care about the money, who care about the scientific evidence, not the money. Dr. B, not here for the money, the fame, the glory. I am here not for the money. I am here because I love you. I am here to spread medical information, not medical disinformation. So remember, if it's not there, if it is not there, and if it has not been peer-reviewed, where did I put it? If it has not been peer-reviewed and validated, it is all BS. It is all medical misinformation and disinformation. Now, even though you cannot decrease your risk of prostate cancer, what you can do is to detect it as early as possible, so that if you get prostate cancer, then at least because you will have detected it early, you can beat it and become cancer-free, regardless of the methodology of your treatment, whether it's surgery, radiation therapy, chemical castration. For any cancer, it has been proven scientifically that if you detect it early, your chances of beating the cancer and becoming cancer-free skyrockets, as opposed to when you detect it late. So make sure that you go regularly to see your doctor, your urologist, at least once a year. Make sure that you do your regular PSA screening. As I said in another video, do not follow the guidelines of the United States Preventive Services Task Force, who recommend for regular people between 55 and 69. They tell you to stop once you reach the age of 70. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? I'm going to keep doing my PSA every year until the age of 90. I want to know if I have a freaking cancer in my prostate, right? I'm not going to stop at the age of 69 suddenly by miracle. It's BS. Keep doing your PSA. Obviously, if your life expectancy is not long, right, then obviously you have to do your last screening of PSA at the age of 69. But if you are healthy and good looking and healthy and happy and you have a good life like Dr. B, I'm 50 years young. Do you think at the age of 69 will be my last PSA? Of course not. I'm going to keep looking for prostate cancer or all those other cancer on a regular basis until the age of 100, when I die healthy in my sleep in my bed. Do not listen to these bureaucrats. If you are healthy and have a long life expectancy, why would you stop suddenly at the age of 69? Look at Joe Biden. This is the recommendation that they gave him, right? His doctors gave him the recommendation that after the age of 69 you need to stop doing prostate cancer screening. Now he has stage 4 cancer. Stage 4 prostate cancer. He's undergoing radiation therapy, chemotherapy, castration, all this nasty stuff that they are throwing at him now. Joe Biden, he's 83 years old. And he keeps fighting to survive prostate cancer because his idiot doctors told him you need to no longer be screened after the age of 69. Means 70 and above, let it go. Are you crazy? Don't do that. So for you, detecting early that prostate cancer will help you to beat it. The next measure you need to do in order to not at least increase your risk of prostate cancer is to be very careful when your doctor or your urologist tell you about the testosterone replacement therapy, TRT, testosterone replacement therapy. Right now, Dr. B, where did I put it? Remember, a normal testosterone is between 300 and 1,000 nanogram per deciliter. 300 and 1,000. This is the normal. When I was younger, right now 50 years young, December 2025, when I was in my 20s and 30s and early 40s, I used to do the test all the time. I was around 900 to 1,000. I was at the top. I was constantly horny. I was very muscular. I was having sex all the time. Life was really good. My testosterone was through the roof, between 900 and 1,000, meaning at the upper limit of normal. Now I am about 500. I did it about a few months ago. I'm 50 years young. My testosterone is about 500. So it dropped by half. Half of my testosterone is gone. I could definitely write a prescription and go put myself on testosterone replacement therapy, but I'm not going to do that. Why? Because we don't know what it can do to you in terms of prostate cancer. We started doing this just about 20 years ago. So I am convinced. I don't have the proof yet, because we don't have the studies yet, right, that the long-term side effect of testosterone replacement therapy will be found in a few years when we do the retrospective study and find out that all these men my age or younger or a little bit older to whom we gave testosterone replacement therapy are now developing prostate cancer at a high rate. Remember that prostate cancer is extremely hormone sensitive. It is extremely sensitive to testosterone. The prostate gland of men is extremely sensitive to testosterone. The same way the boobs, the breast gland of women is extremely sensitive to the female hormone called estrogen. Right? Men, the number one most common cancer in men is prostate cancer. It is extremely sensitive to testosterone. The number one cancer, most common cancer in women is breast cancer. It is extremely sensitive to the female hormone called estrogen. So all these men who are now deciding that, you know what, I'm going to go in testosterone replacement therapy, right? All these men are forgetting that the prostate of men is extremely sensitive to hormone called testosterone, the male hormone, and the prostate cancer is extremely sensitive to testosterone. That's why one of the major treatments of prostate cancer is to cut off your balls chemically by doing what we call chemical castration. And why is it, and it's also the reason why if you do chemical castration, for instance, at my age, even though you don't have prostate cancer, if I do chemical castration, my risk of developing prostate cancer in the future will nosedive, will go down, because the prostate loves, your prostate gland grows and develop cancer thanks to this testosterone, right? It's called chemical hormonal carcinogenesis. Chemical hormonal carcinogenesis. The same way the breast of woman, right? The risk of a woman to develop breast cancer increases with age. And of course also her level of estrogen exposure during her lifetime, and low progesterone exposure, the risk of prostate cancer in men increases the longer that prostate is exposed to testosterone. So when, like Dr. B, as you age, naturally your testosterone goes down, right? Right now I'm at 500. I used to be at 1,000. Your testosterone goes down. I apologize this way. Your testosterone goes down as you get older. If you decide to go on testosterone replacement therapy, be very careful, because I suspect, even though I don't have the scientific proof, it will come in a few years when they do the retrospective study. I suspect that this will lead to a huge increase of prostate cancer in all these men who have decided to go on testosterone replacement therapy. But like always, we need to wait many years to a few decades until we find the long-term side effect of some medications. Right now, all these sleep medication, anxiolytics, antidepressant, anti-anxiety medications, right? Sleep medication, all these freaking neurological disorder, all these medication that we've been giving to these people for the last 40 years, 30 years, and 20 years ago, now we find out that increases the risk of dementia in all these people. So who knows what you're going to have as an increased risk of prostate cancer if you decide to go on testosterone replacement therapy. Be careful. So to summarize quickly, there is no other way to decrease your risk of prostate cancer, right, in the future, except chemical castration, which you don't want to do, which I don't want to do. But you have one way to detect that cancer early, which is to do your regular screening by your urologist and to do the PSA and the digital rectal examination on a regular basis. And last but not least, make sure you are careful to not increase your risk of prostate cancer if you decide to go on testosterone replacement therapy. I decided to not do it because I suspect, even though I don't have the proof, we don't have the study yet, as of December 2025, that all these men who are right now and as of 20 years ago have been starting testosterone replacement therapy as they got older, their rate of prostate cancer will be higher and higher and higher. I am willing to bet anything you want, but unfortunately we don't have the studies yet. As of December 2025, we're going to have to wait a few more years until the first studies come out. I love you guys. Dr. B graduated from medical school more than 30 years ago. I promise that I will never, ever, ever lie to you. I will always bring you, where the catso did I put it, the scientific evidence, which is always at the National Library of Medicine, PubMed, and in my brain for the last 30 more years of medicine and healthcare sciences. Dr. B has accumulated billions and billions and billions of pages of medicine and healthcare sciences right here in my brain. And I promise I will always love you and cherish you the same, regardless of your political affiliation, gender, sexual orientation, whether you're a man or woman, woman or anything in between. I don't give a cazzo whether you're religious or not religious, whatever is your religion. I don't give a cazzo. I love you. And I promise I will always put your benefit above mine. My benefit will always be below you. Help me, guys, to grow this channel so that I can reach more people. I am not here for the money, the fame, and the glory. I've been in medicine and surgery for more than 30 years. I work from 8 o'clock to, let's say, 5, 6 o'clock. Sometimes I start even earlier going there. So I work between 8 to 10 hours a day, including Saturdays at our cardiovascular clinic. I make more money than I need. All the money goes to the bank. I don't know what to do with the money. I have no wife, no kids, no ex-wife, no girlfriends, no cats, no dogs to support. I have no heirs. All my brothers and sisters, their kids are make a huge amount of money themselves. They don't need me. So I don't know what to do with the money. It just keeps accumulating in the bank, right? And as of 4 years ago, I got rid of all my ex-girlfriends, young, beautiful ladies that used to cost me a ton of money, giving me good sex, but used to cost me a lot of money and a lot of hassle. Now, the money, I don't give a cazzo because I can afford it. But the headache was accumulating more and more and more. So I got rid of them. I have a nice and peaceful life. No more headache, no more hassle, no more stress at work, and no more stress at home. Help me, guys, to grow this channel. In addition, I live in a 1-bedroom, simple apartment, gorgeous, beautiful 1-bedroom apartment, gorgeous balcony, bathroom, kitchen, bedroom, everything gorgeous. I could buy a house and pay the house cash, but I don't want to do it because I don't give a cazzo about a house. I don't show off with my house. I show off with my knowledge. In addition, I drive a 10-year-old Honda Accord over there. It's a beautiful car, 10-year-old Honda Accord, nice and clean. It's great on gas. I maintained it, right? But and I'm not scared they're going to scratch it or steal it. I could go 10 minutes south of Mountain View, California, where I live and where my clinic is. I could go to the city of Los Gatos, California. There's a beautiful Lamborghini Ferrari dealership, and buy cash, wire $500,000 from the bank to that Lamborghini dealership and bring the Lamborghini, put it over there. But what the cazzo am I going to do with a freaking Lamborghini? I don't give a cazzo about a Lamborghini. I can care less about a freaking Lamborghini or a Ferrari or a Bentley or a Mercedes-Benz or a BMW. I don't give a cazzo. I show off with my knowledge, with my brain. And I'm not here for the fame. My patients love me. I am famous for my patients. They put a crown on my head. They love me more than their own family. Help me, guys, to grow this channel. I'm here for you. I'm not here for the money, not the fame, not the glory. I'm here because I love medicine and people. I went to medical school more than 30 years ago, not for the money. If I wanted money, I would have gone to a school of business, right? I appreciate, guys. Kopkun Makmak, Kopkun Nakrap, Sawadikrap. May God bless you and help you to stay always healthy and successful. And hopefully, with the help of Dr. B, may God bless you all. I will talk to you next time. Put your comments, your question, any cazzo you want to ask down there. I promise I will get back to all of you, even negative comments. Unlike my ex-girlfriend, I'm open to criticism so that I can improve myself and this channel and reach more people. God bless you, guys. I hope to talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.